Good morning, all. Requesting both the teams to kindly enter the ground as we proceed for the national anthem and the toss. Good morning, all. We have the two captains in readiness. Hiram Parab for Sportweek. Tails it is. Well, Hiram, you want to toss what it is going to be and why?
We'll like to bowl first. Looks a good wicket. So we'll like to chase the target.
Yes, this is a big knockout game. The quarterfinals. The next stage would be semi-finals. You know, even you have a very tough opponents. How do you look about going against them?
We'll like to stick to our strengths, not looking at the opposition. So we'll like to back our strengths.
Okay, best of luck. Harshad, you lost the toss. Are you happy to bat first?
Any which way we were supposed to bat first on this wicket. Looks good wicket. We played the match yesterday. Doesn't look any changes. We'd like to score and put up as many runs as possible on the scoreboard.
Yes, I wish you all. State Premier League 2025 as we move into the first quarterfinal of the tournament, which is being played between Purwarim Institute of Cricket and Sportsweek CC. What a fabulous organization this has been by MACQUA, organizing the first ever MACQUA State Premier League, MSPL, here at the GCA ground, Porvorim, as we move into the first quarter final of the tournament, which is being played by Sportsweek CC and Purwarim Institute of Cricket. The toss just a while ago fell in favor of Hiram Parab, the skipper of Sportsweek CC, and undoubtedly he has opted to bowl first, inviting Porvorim Institute of Cricket to bat first, leaded by Harshad Gadekar. MSPL is presented by Majestic Bhojan, Multi-Cuisine Bar and Restaurant, Porvorim, Desserts and More, Events, Genie, Mumbai, Engine Experience Private Limited, Mumbai, Goa Health Monitoring Services, and Hotel Ashirwad, Porvorim. The match will start sharp at 9:30. As we can see, the players warming up. All the players in green jersey. Sportsweek CC getting ready. Will be fascinating to watch. Two very tough contenders of the tournament facing each other in the quarterfinals. Harshad Gadekar, you're kindly requested to report at the commentary box. Harshad Gadekar. Once again, I would like to welcome everyone present here at the GCA ground Porvorim, witnessing this first quarter-final match of MSPL, the MACQUA State Premier League. The two owners, Sri Hemant Angle, the owner of Sportsweek CC, and Sri Rajesh Dhumal, owner of Purwarim Institute of Cricket, would be watching their teams go head to head against each other. Sportsweek CC, led by Hiram Parab, and Porvorim Institute of Cricket, led by Snehal Kautankar. And the match officials for today, as we can see them walking out to the center, Sir Sujay Netravarkar and Sir Vivian Castellino. And the match referee for today, Sir Uday Naik. Toss just a while ago fell in favor of Sportsweek CC, and they have opted to field first, inviting Purwarim Institute of Cricket to bat. The conditions slightly overcast and seems perfect for bowling, and hence no hesitation whatsoever from Hiram Parab as he chose to bowl first. Requesting the two batsmen to kindly enter the ground as the stage is all set for the first quarter-final match of MACQUA State Premier League. The Porvorim Institute of Cricket, the team comprising of the skipper Snehal Kautankar, followed by Suhail Srikhande, Samar Dubhashi, Siddharth Karpe, Akash Bhosle, Yogesh Kautankar, Aman Khan, Kshitij Patil, Harshad Gadekar, Vinayak Kunte, and Sagar Udeshi. And Sportsweek CC, led by Hiram Parab, followed by Deepak Kumar, Manthan Khutkar, Aryan Vishwakarma, Avishkar Mone, Kaushal Singh, Vaibhav Kuribagi, Sagar Shivam Madan, what an excellent start here. The big right arm pacer starts off the proceedings for Sportsweek CC. The skipper Hiram Parab himself bowling the very first over. Again, this time left alone, straight to the wicket-keeper. Hiram bowling at a very decent pace. Getting a nice bounce. Conditions perfect for a fast bowler. Overcast conditions. Again, another very quick delivery. Right on the money. And Snehal Kautankar getting off the mark with that single. And now it is going to be Siddharth Karpe to face his first delivery. A top edge chance. No, the fielder stood his ground. I don't know what he was doing there. He should have been running backwards. A slight error in judgment. And they take another single. That single once again is going to bring their skipper back on strike, Snehal Kautankar. It's the skipper to skipper battle now. Hiram up against Snehal. Again, crisply timed, but there is protection there. Ball coming on to bat quite nicely. Another single. Score moves on to 3 runs. The mandatory power play in progress. Oh, this time he pulls it. And that's gone the distance. Just over the boundary line for a 6. The fielder. That fielder was standing 7 to 8 yards inside the boundary line. And you never know. It's a flat 6. And first 6 of the game as well. Perfect start here for the Blues as the score moves on to 3 runs. Sorry, I beg your pardon, 9 runs after the first over. 9 without loss. And Vaibhav into the attack. That will be just another single. Spin into the attack straight away by Hiram Parab. Outstation player Vaibhav bowling the second over with a brand new ball. Siddharth Karpe back on strike. In fact, it's Kaushal Singh bowling the second over. Again, another quick single stolen. This is good, smart cricket. Got to a very good start. 9 runs of the first over. A magnificent pull shot of the last delivery of the first over. Looking for a sweep. Couldn't get the connection right. Snehal, but still gets a single. Again, a dot ball. This has been a wonderful start for the right arm off break, Kaushal Singh. Again, straight back to the bowler. And what a fine over this has been, considering just 3 runs of his first over. Good start to his spell, Kaushal Singh. Containing that over to just 3. And 2 overs gone now. It's 12 without loss. Porvorim Institute of Cricket started off by scoring 9 runs of the first. And it's been a good comeback. From the bowling side, Kaushal giving away just 3 runs of the second over. And change in bowling straight away. It's going to be Deepak Kumar bowling the third over. So Hiram not continuing with his spell. Deepak Kumar facing Snehal Kautankar. An elegant looking straight drive. And he'll get 4 for it. The timing absolutely pure onto that drive. Absolutely no chance to any of those 2 fielders to cut it off. Handsome looking straight drive, earning 4 runs for himself and his side. Score quickly moves on to 16 runs. Oh, this time, again a gentle flick, and it's a good save. Should come back for the second. It's done quite easily. Snehal Kautankar playing quite comfortably against pace. Deepak Kumar has been welcomed with a boundary and a couple. This time a well-directed short ball. Good thinking from Deepak. And Snehal had to make the adjustment. Not quite getting it from the meat of the bat. Another single takes the score to 17 runs. A big discussion with the skipper as he's set to bowl the next delivery to the big left-hander Siddharth Karpe. Two fielders stationed outside the 30-yard circle, both square of the wicket. And it's a wide. And this time he manages to keep it just inside the wide line. A swing and a miss from Siddharth. This time straight to the fielder. Short mid-wicket coming into play. It's been a good comeback from Deepak. Again, another very well directed short ball and just a single. So it's been a good comeback from Deepak after conceding 6 runs of the first 2 deliveries. He has kept things tight, and after 3 overs the score moves on to 21 runs, 21 without loss. And Kaushal Singh will continue his spell. Gave away just 3 runs in his first over. Starts off by conceding another single. Snehal back on strike. Looking to charge down the track, but Kaushal, he's a very smart bowler. making adjustment in the length very quickly. Seeing Snehal charging down the track. Oh, this time a quicker delivery. Once again beating Siddharth Karpe. Again played along the carpet for another single. Is keeping things really very tight. Kaushal Singh. Should just be another single. A slight fumble there from the fielder. But manages to keep it down to just one. So both the batsmen taking their time at the crease now. And this time down the leg, and it's been signaled as wide. Stretch of arms from Sir Vivian Castellino, was joined by Sir Sujay Netravarkar. Again, big swing and a miss. Again, what a fantastic over this has been from Kaushal. And the score moves on to 26. 4 overs have been bowled. The score moves on to 26 runs, 26 without loss. Purwarim Institute of Cricket. And seems like Deepak will continue his spell, bowling his second over. Single of the very first delivery. Score moves on to 27 runs. This time the ball keeping slightly low, and quickly it passes through the batsman. A top edge. In fact, over, he clears the mid off. And it's a MACQUA 4 once again. The score quickly moves out to 31 runs. Siddharth Karpe realizing that it's time to shift gears. Have had enough of it. Have spent enough time at the crease now. And he moves on. with that MACQUA boundary. Now that should be a wide, and yes, it is. Way over the batsman's head as Deepak receives the warning from the umpire for the first bouncer. Again pulled away. And they're back for the second. Sensing an opportunity. A slight fumble there from that fielder, allowing them to come back for the second. This is good cricket. An excellent running between the wickets as well. It's really been a steady start for Purwarim Institute of Cricket. Oh, again, a magnificent cover drive. It's got to be another MACQUA 4. The cover fielder coming in with that full stretch drive. It still cannot stop the ball. Well, he's a class act, Siddharth Karpe. Couple of boundaries already in this over. Smashed a cracking 6 in the first over against Hiram Parab. This time played with soft hands. This is good, smart cricket. When you know you have scored a couple of boundaries already in this over. He does the right job. Follows that boundary with a single. So that marks the end of over number 5. And after 5 overs, the score moves on to 39. It's 39 without loss. Purwarim Institute of Cricket, after being asked to bat first, they have managed to score 39 runs after 5. Once again, I would like to take this moment in gratefully thanking all our sponsors, namely Majestic Bhojan, Multi-Cuisine Bar and Restaurant Porvorim, Desserts and More, Events Genie Mumbai, Engine Experience Private Limited Mumbai, Goa Health Monitoring Services, and Hotel Ashirwad Porvorim. So the skipper back into the attack. The big tall right arm bowler Hiram Parab back into the attack. It started off really well, just to keep apart that 6 of his last ball of the first over. It wasn't a bad over. Dropped himself. And now coming back to bowl the final power play over. Again played along the carpet for another single. It's really been a very good start by these two, Snehal Kautankar and Siddharth Karpe. was looking to pull that one. A short arm pull, but the ball going straight back to the bowler. A very well directed slow delivery, equally well negotiated, and extremely good running between the wickets. Another couple of runs to Siddharth Karpe. The surface will definitely get better and better. Again, another delivery on good length. And again, another quick single. Score moves on to 44 runs. Slightly upish, and once again, just a punch, and he gets 4, a MACQUA 4 again, and that also marks the end of the power play. 6 overs have been bowled, and after 6 overs, Purwarim Institute of Cricket, they move on to 48 runs, 48 without loss. It's been a splendid start for them after being asked to bat first. Both the openers doing a fine job. Snehal Kautankar, the skipper, and Siddharth Karpe taking their team to 48 without loss after 6 overs. And now we'll be joined by Krishna Devji for next few overs.
नमस्कार, गणपति बप्पा मोरिया। इस आगाज के साथ सभी का हार्दिक स्वागत इस मैच में। हमारे साथ हमारा स्कोरर जो कि रोहित सर, आपको भी नमस्कार। उदय नाइक सर जो कि हमारे मैच रेफरी, उनको भी नमस्कार मैदान पर। और भरत अर्कस, उसकी पूरी टीम को प्यार भरा नमस्कार। जो आप यूट्यूब के माध्यम से मुकाबला आपको दिखाया जा रहा है, एक बेहतरीन प्रेक्षेपण जो आप देख रहे हैं, हर वो लम्हा, हर वो पल इस माध्यम के मार्फत आपको दिखाया जा रहा है, उन सभी को नमस्कार मैदान पर। प्रतीक अमोलकर, आपको भी नमस्कार इस वक्त जो हमारे कॉमेडी कक्षा में। वैभव के हाथ में मोर्चा, लेफ्ट हैंडर खिलाड़ी जो कि स्ट्राइक पर रहेगा, जो कि सिद्धार्थ मैदान पर। सिद्धार्थ, अभी तक बात बताई जाए तो एक बेहतरीन बल्लेबाजी मैदान पर। और रिवर्स के अटेम्प्ट, वाइडिश गली के बगल से निकली गेंद, निकली सीमा रेखा से बाहर, 4 रन के लिए मैदान पर। मैक्वा चौवा मैदान पर लगता हुआ। मैक्वा चौवा मैदान पर इस सुबह के इस माहौल में टीम का स्कोर पहुंचा 48 रन पर। कोई नुकसान नहीं, पार्टनरशिप 50 तक पहुंच चुकी है यहां पर। और हल्के से ड्राइव किया इनको कवर पॉइंट पर, शायद तो शॉर्ट कवर पर वो खिलाड़ी मौजूद था। एक रन वहां पर निकला, सिद्धार्थ ने अपने खाते में इजाफा कर लिया और टीम का स्कोर जाके पहुंचा इस वक्त 49 रन पर। स्पोर्ट 53 पर मैदान पर उस चौबे के सहारे के साथ। और फिर से ऑफ स्टंप पर पंच किया इनको, और टाइमिंग देखिए, कमाल का टाइमिंग मैदान पर, कम से कम 2 रन वहां पर बनने वाले हैं। इन दो के साथ अब स्नेहल स्ट्राइक पर रहेगा। 50 की पार्टनरशिप हो चुकी इस गेल में, 55 पर पहुंचा है टीम का स्कोर मैदान पर इस समय पर इस मैच में। वैभव वापस मोर्चे पर, और स्पिन का जादू चल रहा है, इनको अटैक क्या पर, ये कदमों का इस्तेमाल क्या वहां पर, और कदम बढ़ाकर जब आप खेलते हैं तो आपके लिए वो मुश्किलात होती नहीं चाहिए मैदान में। ओह, इस वक्त बढ़िया टाइमिंग वहां पर, रन नहीं मिलेंगे, पीछे हटकर जिनको खेलने का प्रयास करता है वो गैप ढूंढ ना पाए मैदान में। एक बहुत सुंदर माहौल मैदान में, टोटल 56 रन पर पहुंचा, खेल चलता हुआ छठे ओवर का, और देखिए क्या माहौल बना के रखा है इस खेल में। और इस बार कवर पर सुंदर फील्डिंग मैदान में, वो गैप भेद ना पाए, मतलब डॉट गेंद निकली। 6 ओवर का खेल समाप्त हो चुका है, सिद्धार्थ वापस चलेंगे नॉन स्ट्राइक एंड पर, और टीम का स्कोर पहुंचा 56 रन पर। जो दर्शक थोड़ी देर से पहुंचे, जिन्होंने टीवी या फिर मोबाइल थोड़ा देर से खोला, उनसे कहना चाहूंगा इस समय पर स्पोर्ट वीक सीसी टीम ने पहले टॉस जीता, गेंदबाजी करने का निर्णय मैदान पर लिया गया, और परवरी इंस्टीट्यूट जो कि ऑफ क्रिकेट, उनको बैटिंग करने की दावत मैदान पर। आविष्कार मोने जो कि इस वक्त नए गेंदबाज के रूप में मैदान में आ चुके हैं। पार्टनरशिप की अगर बात बताई जाए ना, तो अमूमन यहां पर 56 मतलब लगभग 9 के आसपास रन रेट चल रहा है मैदान पर, 8-9 के। तो मतलब जहां तक हम बात यहां से कह रहे हैं ना, 200 तरफ ये खेल चल सकता है अगर ये इस तरह से ये पार्टनरशिप और थोड़ी देर चलती रही, तो बाद में बल्लेबाजों के लिए पूरा लाइसेंस मिलेगा अटैक करने का, और उसके बाद की कहानी थोड़ी अलग रहेगी मैदान पर। लेकिन रात को जिन्होंने मुकाबला देखा मुंबई इंडियन का, वो ध्यान में रखिए, बल्लेबाजों को ज्यादा समय व्यतीत करने ना दे मैदान पर। इस बार स्वीप किया, सुंदर टाइमिंग, ये आजकल सूर्य कुमार यादव बहुत ज्यादा खेलते हैं स्वीप का शॉट, कुछ उस अंदाज का था, बिल्कुल घुटना टेका, टाइमिंग बहुत अच्छी थी, गैप ढूंढ ना पाए, लेकिन एक रन निकला। स्नेहल पहुंचेगा स्ट्राइक एंड पर, सिद्धार्थ वापस पहुंचेगा स्ट्राइक पर। अगर बात यहां से बताई जाए तो 57 टीम का स्कोर, खेल चलता हुआ 7वें ओवर का। अच्छा डिफेंस हल्का से, देखिए आखिरी समय तक गेंद को देखा गया, बल्ला बिल्कुल स्थिर रखा, दबोच के रखा, पता था गेंद अपनी गेंदबाज जो कि है बिल्कुल स्टंप पर गेंद को डालेंगे, और आखिरी समय में बल्ले का ब्लेड खोला जहां पर वो सिंगल निकला मैदान पर। योजनाबद्ध बैटिंग, सिद्धार्थ और स्नेहल की पार्टनरशिप, अगर बात बताई जाए 58 की भागीदारी इस वक्त इस जोड़ी के बीच में। और बस स्वीप किया, हवा में रखा गेंद को, ऑन साइड पर खेलने का प्रयास जरूर किया था, लेकिन बल्ले पर ऊपर लगी गेंद, और टॉप पर लगने के बाद गेंद सीधी मिडान की तरफ निकल गई। पहले प्रयास में बिल्कुल मौका बन सकता था अगर गेंद हाथ से लग जाती तो, लेकिन थोड़ी हाथ से दूर निकलेगे। हाइट देखिए कितनी गेंद पर थी, बहुत ज्यादा गेंद निकले, प्रयास भरपूर किया वहां पर, लेकिन प्रयास सिर्फ प्रयास रहा मैदान पर, और टीम का स्कोर चला कार हुआ इस वक्त मैदान पर 59। अब जिस यहां से मैच में देखिए माहौल बहुत सुंदर मैदान पर, अगर यहां से बताया जाए तो पार्टनरशिप बन चुके, जो मोमेंटम आपको लेना है शुरुआत के इस पावर प्ले ओवर में वो आपने दे दिया, अब फिनिश कैसा करेंगे ये सबसे अहम रहेगा। वो इस बार कवर पर हवा में रखा गेंद को, कवर बाउंड लेन के बाहर गेंद, मैकवा चौवा मैदान पर। ओ देखिए बल्ला बिल्कुल पहले चल गया, विकेट कीपर बीट, गेंदबाज के बीट और साथ साथ सब कुछ बीट होने के बाद गेंद निकली मैकवा चौबे के लिए, जो कि 22 के रूप में 4 मैदान पर। चार वहां पर 22 मिलते हुए देखिए, सब कुछ तो अच्छा था। कल 2 बार गेंद हेलमेट पर विकेट के पीछे लगी। भरत अर्कास क्रिकेट के का अगर इतिहास में देखा जाए तो ऐसा बहुत कम देखने को मिलता है, और दोनों मैच 5-5 रन की वो पेनल्टी भी मिली वहां पर। अच्छा क्रिकेट, लेकिन मैं तो कहूँगा उस पेनल्टी का उतना कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ा दोनों टीमों पर। विकेट अगर पेनल्टी का अगर थोड़ा सा असर रहता, फर्क रहता, तो इतना तो कहा जाता कि मुकाबले में शायद वो पेनल्टी बहुत काम करी। लेकिन चलिए वापस खेल में लेके चलते हैं। टीम का स्कोर 67 पर 8 ओवर का खेल समाप्त हो चुका है। टॉस हार कर पहले बैटिंग कर रही परवरी इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ क्रिकेट, जो कि इस वक्त मैदान पर टीम यहां पर पहले बैटिंग करती हुई। नया गेंदबाज सामने, स्नेहल डाउन द ग्राउंड, कदमों का इस्तेमाल किया पर सीधा खेला, शॉट में ताकत बहुत ज्यादा, गेंद निकली लॉन्ग ऑन सीमा रेखा को चीरती हुई, मैकवा चौवा मैदान पर। वैभव के ऊपर हल्ला बोल 71 पर पहुंचा टीम का स्कोर। पावर प्ले समाप्त होने के बाद ये 9वां और चल रहा है, और इसके बाद लगभग अगर बात बताए 11 और बचे इस खेल में। 10 ओवर और 5 गेंदों का खेल मैच में अभी तक बचा हुआ है। मतलब अगर बताया जाए यहाँ पर तो लगभग 65 गेंदों का खेल इस मैच में बचा हुआ मुकाबले में। ये जानकारी हमें रोहित दे रहे, और इस बार सीधा, फिर से सीधा, ये तीर की तरह बल्ला चलाते हैं, बहुत सीधा। ये जो होता है ना सबसे सेफ जगह होती है, कवर, एक्स्ट्रा कवर और बिल्कुल लॉन्ग ऑफ जो सीधा रहता है स्टंप के बिल्कुल सीधे ऊपर से, जहां पर आपको रन मिलने चाहिए वहां पर, और वही 1 रन मिला, और 72 पर पहुंचा टीम का स्कोर मैदान पर। खेल चलता हुआ इस समय पर 9वें ओवर का। सिद्धार्थ, ओह पीछे हटकर खेलने का प्रयास, हल्का सा अपील। देखिए मोहब्बत की तरह महीम सा आवाज आती है, वैसे ही कुछ हल्का सा अपील किया। अपील में उतनी जान नहीं थी, पता था इम्पैक्ट था, वो लेग के बाहर था, पिचिंग लाइन का उतना कोई असर नहीं पड़ा जब गेंद बाहर ही जा रही। तो ये अंपायर सब कुछ देखते हैं, हमारे विवियंस अंपायर से और दूसरे अंपायर सुजय नेत्रावलकर सर, जो कि इस वक्त अनुभवी अंपायर, काफी साल का तजुर्बा। डाउन द ग्राउंड, इस बार शायद थोड़ी सी आगे गिरी गेंद फील्डर के, लेकिन स्नेहल का इरादा स्पष्ट था, साफ इरादे ने स्नेहल के। स्नेहल ने अब कह दिया अब अटैक होगा मैदान में, अब आक्रमण होगा, वो तांडव। शॉर्ट गेंद को कट किया, पीछे हटकर रन वहां पर एक ही मिलेगा। यहां से अगर 80 बनते तो आखिरी के ओवर में 100 बनते, 180 तक आप पहुंच जाएंगे। विकेट सबसे अहम है क्रिकेट में, हाथ में होनी चाहिए मैदान में। ओ शॉट किया, व्हाट अ शॉट! मैक्वा अच्छा हुआ मैदान पर, कवर बाउंड्री के बाहर गेंद जाके सीधा बिल्कुल टकराई वहां पर दीवार से। 4 रन के लिए मैदान पर। 10 ओवर के बाद 84 पर पहुंचा है टीम का स्कोर मैदान पर। खेल बिल्कुल चलता हुआ बड़ा स्तर पर, क्योंकि ये माहौल बहुत बड़ा। ओ अगले बल्ले से सीधा, अगले बल्ले से सीधा इस बार खेला तो जरूर है। ओ फील्डिंग की तारीफ करनी पड़ेगी, लेकिन उनसे भी हाथ से गेंद छूट कर लगभग लगी वहां पर उंगलियों को और गेंद निकली सीमा के बाहर। कितना तेज शॉट था, ऑफ स्टंप के बाहर से लपेटा उस शॉट को और इतनी ताकत के साथ खेला ना कि किसी भी खिलाड़ी के लिए उतना मौका नहीं, लेकिन प्रयास अच्छा था इस खेल का। मैक्वा चौवा मैदान पर। समर दुभाषी जो कि एंड पर चलेगा। टीम का खेल अब समाप्त हो चुका है। 11 ओवर का हमारे साथ जुड़ जाएगा प्रतीक अमोनकर, एक बेहतरीन आवाज यहाँ पर हमारे साथ जुड़ जाएंगे अंतिम 5 ओवर के लिए।
Avishkar Mone. Bowling his second over. Was quite economical in his first. Gave away just 7 runs. And 2 new batters at the crease. Samar Dubhashi getting off the mark with that single. Aman Khan, the man on strike. Again, wonderfully bowled by Avishkar Mone. Avishkar Mone comes from Ponda. Aman Khan has looked absolutely promising so far with 3 boundaries. So Vaibhav comes back to bowl his final over of the spell. Cannot be bowling full to him. He's such a powerful striker of the cricket ball. And that boundary also brings up the 100 for Purwarim Institute of Cricket. 100 up for them. Score moves on to 103 runs. This time a quicker delivery. Good comeback. Quicker delivery. Good comeback from the bowler Vaibhav. Smart thinking after considering that boundary. Okay, nice flight provided on that delivery. Aman had to wait and make the adjustment. Well, this is good bowling, good variation. That's played fine, but not enough legs onto that delivery. Just a single. And 13 overs gone. It is 105 for 2. Purwarim Institute of Cricket. And that is straight to the point fielder. Avishkar More strikes. He has his man. And Samar Dubashi, very rarely you see him going back to the dugout with that kind of score besides his name. And another wicket going down for Porvorim Institute of Cricket in form of Samar Dubashi. Avishkar More, he has been pretty consistent today, bowling his third over. Gave away 7 and 8 runs in his first 2 respectively. And strikes of the very first delivery of his third over. And it's going to be Suhail Srikhande, another outstation player, wicket-keeper batsman. Batting at number 5, Suhail Srikhande, the outstation player for Purwarim Institute of Cricket. To those who have just joined in, I'd like to welcome everyone. This is the first quarter-final match that's being played of MACQUA State Premier League. Oh, what a way to announce yourself. A slog sweep, and where has the ball gone? It's way out of the park. It's a MACQUA 6. A huge 6 from the outstation player, Suhail Srikhande. Putting pressure back straight away on the bowler. Sensing an opportunity, over pitched. And a biggie for a 6. And that might just be another boundary. Crisply timed. And that crunching sound of the willow with that connection. A slog sweep for a 6. And a handsome cover drive for a MACQUA boundary. What a way to get your innings going. Unleashing the beast, Suhail Srikhande, the outstation He's out there to deliver for his side. And he's doing it in some style. Taking on vastly experienced Avishkar Mone at the moment. 10 runs off the first 2 deliveries. Would be fascinating to watch the response from the bowler now. Bringing the bottom end power into play, but just a single. Good comeback from Avishkar Mone. It was slightly on the Yorker length. Eleven runs have come off this over so far with a wicket. Sensible cricket from Aman Khan. It's been a big over as they've managed to score 13 runs off that over and a wicket as well. So 14 overs have been bowled, and after 14 overs, Purwarim Institute of Cricket are 118 for 3. For both the batters facing the leg spinner. Straight to the gully fielder. In fact, the point fielder. Another dot. It's been a good start by the bowler. Again, bowling on that teasing length. Not allowing the rotation of strike. This is good cricket. Building pressure on the batsman. Absolutely fantastic stuff here from the bowler Nagappa. Another short ball, but this time they grab a quick single. Just 1 run so far of the 4 deliveries that he has bowled. Nagappa absolutely brilliant in this over. Looking to break the momentum. The 2 batsmen have looked absolutely threatening so far. Again, straight to that cover fielder. How well he has bowled. Well, this is what consistency is all about. Nagappa is bowling to his field perfectly. This time straight down the track, and it's a maximum. Great anticipation from Aman Khan. Well, the over was looking so good. Just 1 run of 5 deliveries, but he couldn't finish it well. It's 7 coming off that over. And after 15 overs, the score moves on to 125 runs. 125 for 3. Once again, I would like to take this moment in gratefully thanking all our sponsors, namely Majestic Bhojan, Multi-Cuisine Bar and Restaurant, Porvorim, Goa, Desserts and More, Events, Genie, Mumbai, Engine Experience Private Limited, Mumbai, Goa Health Monitoring Services, and Hotel Ashirwad, Porvorim. Now I would like to call upon my fellow commentator, Harish Kakodkar, to join us for next 5 overs. Over to Harish.
So it's gone down the leg side. Wide call by the umpire. Moves the score to 126. It was 125 for the loss of 3 at the end of 15 overs. So looking good at the moment. PIOC with the way they are heading. Aman batting on 30. Sohail on 13. Looking to drive the ball. Just pushing it in the short covers region, getting a single. There's definitely a moment upwards in the scorecard at the moment. And if you see, there is a pretty good partnership that has been built up by Aman and Sohail, both the outstation players at the moment playing for Sportsweek. In fact, PIOC, Sportsweek need to take up a wicket here. Oh, what a shot! Just flicked it away with powerful wrist. That's all over. Gone the distance. Sensational hit, I must say. And it's a MACQUA 6. A fabulous shot. We'll have the replay here at AB 25. And there you can see the ball just traveling and traveling long distance. 1-3-3 for 3. Deepak Kumar now bowling just back of length. They have got that 6 that was required. 6 was just the push that was required to accelerate. They've got 7 wickets in hand. Got 4 more overs after this one. And nicely crunched. And that is how you got to be calculative and measured when you're taking the innings into the last leg. When you are getting 6 runs, just rotate the milk around. If the ball is bowled in the right areas, respect it. So anyhow, if you get 6 on a boundary, you are bound to get around 9 to 10 runs per over. Too short. Maybe just came a little bit slow onto the batter and not the best of the timing there. Just going to get a single down. Aman batting on 31 with that 6. Sohail batting on 15. 135. Another shot and pulled away. There's a fielder down there, but you can't stop it. It's a MACQUA boundary. So that marks the end of over. 14 runs considered by the bowler. And it's 16 gone. 139 for 3. So introduction of Nagappa Kunnur into his second spell. 15 runs and just 1 wicket in the 2 overs. Flatting the ball nicely. Has got protection in the deep. 3 men on the leg side, long on mid-wicket and square leg region. And they have introduced a spinner at this point of time. Well, it can be a double-edged sword. It can get you wickets as well. It can be costly because the batters are well set. Maybe the captain thinking these batters have not played against Nagappa Kunnur for long, so maybe the spinner is a better option, a viable option compared to the pacers. And another one. This is tonked over the long on boundary, and that is a MACQUA 6. This was right in the slot, and the batter is so well set, he's not going to miss out on that. I told you it's a double-edged sword. Sometimes it can work wonders. Getting a spinner in over number 17, it can pick up wickets for you, but it can also be costly at times. 147. This was pushed in little bit, straight to the backward point. At this moment, you require really have the courage to fly the ball. He did that, maybe enticing the batter, but batter took the advantage and went for a big one. This one more towards his legs, flicking around on the leg side. The fielders coming charging towards the ball and conceding a single. So after that 6, he has come back pretty well with the dot and a single. And that was pushed in as well, looking for a single, quick single. Not the best of the throws from the point region. Might be thinking of a second one. No, this side against it. And pretty good over for PIOC. They got a 6 and singles as well. End of 17, 149 for 3. Well, it's looking a good score at the moment. 149 for 3. They've got 7 wickets in hand, 3 overs left, somewhere around 180 plus. It won't be easy to chase. Yes, Sportsweek are a pretty good side. They got good batters to chase it up the order, as well as the middle order has been compacted. Hiram Parab introduced. Looking to push down the ground, nicely timed. Oh, what a shot. This is hardly anything done, just a mere punch, and that's a MACQUA boundary. It's a superb shot. That too against the fast bowler, just punching it down and punching it just way too quickly. Gone past the bowler. Looking to chip the ball. This should be a chance. And he's taken. Very good here, very smart from Hiram Parab. He saw the intention of going for the scoop shot and just fired it outside the line. So he had to fetch it from outside, which was not possible. You can see there was no eyes watching the ball, not proper balance, and that's why he just scooped straight to the short backward square leg region. End of wicket number 4, 153 for 4. So walks in Harshad Gadekar. Goa's at one time premier fast bowler and a pretty good all-rounder as well, coming handy at number 7, number 8 many a times for Team Goa in the past. Played for Goa Ranji team, 153 for 4 PIOC at the moment, and well bowled here, rolling the fingers over the ball, change of pace for the new batter is so good. Hiram Parab, not only in bowling but yesterday in the finals of Goichi League, you're sensational in batting. You scored 30 plus in quick fire time that got a good total to Desert and More Avengers, although it was on losing cause, but at least it was a fighting total. Lovely bowling. This is mixing it up very well at the moment. Is looking to drive the ball. It's not drivable. That's why he's highly rated. He comes towards you, at you most of the time. Always keeps thinking. And is bowling differently to different batters. You understand what are the strengths and weaknesses. This time a poor delivery. Bang, it goes. Pulled away in front. And it's a MACQUA 6. What a shot. 2 dot balls before that. And banging it way too short. Trying to surprise. Well, this wicket is not providing you that much of pace to bounce the batter and surprise. The batter took the advantage and whacking it over that mid-wicket cow corner region for 6 runs. That also gets him off the mark with that blistering 6. 159 for 4, 17.5. Looking good at the moment towards that 180. This should be just a single carpet shot down the ground. That will finish the over. A 6 coming, a wicket as well, and a 6. So everything has been seen in this over. End of over number 18, 160 for 4. This is sliced away in the air. That's been dropped by the captain. Hiram Parab, the captain, fielding at that short point, short covers region, and it was definitely a chance. Well bowled, well bowled. 2 dot balls. Is bowling pretty well at the moment. Nagappa Kunnur, not easy to bowl. Over number 19 for a spinner. It's been very, very handy. And that's flashed. Played off the back foot. Man in the deep. Going to be a single. And this batter, Arshad Gadekar, gives strike to a well-set batter who has spent more time, especially against the spin. The bowler should feel here is an opportunity of picking one more wicket. I bowled 2 dot balls and conceded a single. New batter on strike. Expected to go after him. Expected to go after him. He swept away and swept in style. A MACQUA 6 once again. I told you this is a better option. Arshad Gadekar giving single to and a strike to Sohail. And he has just had to fetch it from outside the off stump. Did it with tremendous power. I can see that ball way outside the line, but he still went. And that is the phase. Not afraid of losing the wickets. Try and get as many runs is the thinking of the batter at this stage. Looking to whack the ball. Maybe just getting low. Getting a single towards the backward square leg. 8 runs so far. Anything under 10, it will be considered a good over, especially for a spinner. This is in the air. Should be taken. Yes, it's taken. Avishkar Mone taking a good catch, and Nagappa Kunnur takes the wicket of the last ball of his spell and finishing on a pretty good note. 19 gone, 168 for the loss of 5. In absolutely no position to play that pull shot. It was not too short. Getting a leading edge and a catch down behind the keeper. 168 for 5. 19 gone. And it will be Hiram Parab who is going to finish this innings. The captain himself taking the responsibility to bowl over number 20. A wide call and looking for a single. Yes, getting an extra in the form of buys. 2 wides. So 2 will be added to the total, moves the score to 170. Short arm jab, pull, looking for a couple of runs. Well placed by the batter. Gets himself off the mark. 172. Sliced away towards the backward point, run out opportunity, but he isn't shy at the stumps, understanding not required to shy the stumps. Anyhow, the batters are going to sneak in a quick single. This is a decent total. Can they finish up past 180? With Sohail, he will be looking to cut loose in a big way. Slicing it over the point tournament region, and an easy boundary. Full toss, width was there, and it's a MACQUA boundary coming from the bat of Sohail. Not the best of the balls so far bowled here by Hiram Parab. The batter anyhow trying to flash and flash hard. Not afraid to lose the wicket at this moment. Any batter for that matter. And he is well set, Sohail. So he's anyhow going to break free and try to get as many as possible. That's the first boundary in this over. Getting the score to 177 for 5. Looking to play across the ball, just keeping a little bit low, dying down on the keeper. A dot ball for Hiram. It's a very competitive total posted by PIOC. They've got a very strong bowling lineup to defend, but it's a well-balanced, well-matched sides in the quarter-final one of MACQUA Championship. Trying to play the scoop shot, the reverse scoop, just getting a single. Getting off the bat. This is what T20 is all about. Creative, innovative, especially in the last 3 or 4 overs. When you try to get runs, you saw the field there. Opportunity was there. If he had got a little bat, could have run down towards the third. Punched away towards that wide long off region. Might get a couple of runs. Just runs away for 2. So that's how they are going to finish. Expected to get 180, and they have just got 180. So that is the end of all the allotted quota of 20 overs. $180 for the loss of 5 in their quota of 20 overs. It's a pretty decent total here at GCA Ground Porvorim in the quarter-final one of MSPL 2025, powered by MACQUA. So MACQUA State Premier League, first quarter-finals, Sportweek versus Purwarim Institute of Cricket. And that's 180 is what we have witnessed, and we'll see the run chase of 181 in just a short while. It will be a good battle between the bat and the ball, as you expect. Some good players are there in both the camps. So let's see in a short while when we come back and see the run chase. So there it is. Neil Kautankar started very well with a good opening stand along with Siddharth. Aman scored 47, short of his half century, but a very good strike rate maintained by him. Samar Duvashi went early, but Sohail played that quick fire cameo that was required. 35 of just 19, got the momentum, and handy runs from Harshad and Yogi. That's how they posted 180 for the loss of 5. And talking about the bowling card, so here is the bowling stats. Avishkar Moni, 3 overs, 1 wicket for 28. Deepak Kumar was a little bit on the higher side, 3 overs, 36 with and wicketless. Hiram Parab, 4 overs, 41, more than 10 runs per over, and a wicket for him. Nagappa Kunnu looked better today, 4 overs, 2 wickets, and just 33 runs. Webber 4 overs, 29 and 1 wicket, economical of most bowler. Kaushal Singh just 2 overs for him in spite of considering just 8. 181 is the target in 120 balls. Coming back in just a while.
और पहली गेंद हल्के से गेंद को कट किया, मिड ऑफ का खिलाड़ी अंदर था, वहां पर रन नहीं बनता हुआ, और स्ट्राइक पर अब मात्र बल्लेबाजी पर। ओह बढ़िया लाइन सनत को, टॉट गेंद निकलती हुई। सागर के हाथ में मोर्चा गेंदबाजी का इस वक्त, पहली गेंद डॉट, दूसरी गेंद भी वहां पर डॉट निकली। ओह बढ़िया लाइन वहां पर, लेफ्ट आर्म गेंदबाज है, बहुत बढ़िया गेंद को घुमाते, टप्पा खाते गेंद थोड़ा सा, ये देखिए कहां पर हुई गेंद, टप्पा खाते गेंद ने काटा बदला वहां पर, लगातार ये गेंद डॉट निकलती मैदान पर। एक बहुत क्रुशियल मुकाबला मैदान में, 81 180 वन का जीत से पीछे पलड़ा भारी मैदान पर, और इस बार सीधा खेला, हवा में खेला, लॉन्ग ऑफ सीमा रेखा से गेंद बाहर, मैक्वा सिक्सर मैदान पर। एक बड़ा शॉट निकला, खाता खोला सिक्सर के साथ। ओ देखिए लेंथ ऊपर किया, इस बार आड़े बल्ले से ऑन साइड पर, अगर गेंद बल्ले पर रखी तो भी छक्का था मैदान पर। हिटमैन इस नाम से इनको जानते। देखिए पहली गेंद पर ये सोचते नहीं कभी, देखते नहीं कभी, उनके पाले में मिलते ना तो उसे तोड़ फोड़ ही देंगे ये, उसमें कोई सवाल ही नहीं पैदा होता। अच्छा डिफेंस, डॉट गेंद, पहला ओवर समाप्त हो चुका, एक ओवर के बाद टीम का स्कोर पहुंचा मात्र 6 रन पर, जो कि इस समय पर बैटिंग कर रही इस मैदान पर स्पोर्टवीक सीसी मैदान पर बैटिंग करती हुई। अब स्ट्राइक पर आविष्कार मैदान में पहुंच जाएगा, आकाश भोसले के हाथ में मोर्चा गेंदबाजी। पावर प्ले का 6 ओवर का खेल रहेगा, और पावर प्ले में आप क्या करना चाहेंगे पसंद, मतलब अगर पावर प्ले में 60-70 रन बन जाते हैं तो ये 181 का जो फासला है ना, वो 181 का, वो आसान के साथ तय हो जाएगा। लेकिन दूसरी ओर से अगर बात बताई जाए यहाँ से परवरी इंस्टीट्यूट टीम की, तो पावर प्ले में अगर 2 या 3 विकेट ले जाते हैं तो मामला उनके लिए सामने से अच्छा हो जाएगा मैदान पर। भाई खेल है क्रिकेट, ये विकेटों का खेल है, ये विकेट निकलते जाएंगे, दबाव अपने आप बढ़ता जाएगा इस खेल में। शॉर्ट गेंद को ऑन साइड पर खेला, स्क्वायर लेग के बगल से निकली गेंद, स्क्वायर लेग सीमा रेखा पर खिलाड़ी मौजूद था, 1 रन वहां पर बना, और 1 रन के साथ टीम का स्कोर जाके पहुंचा 7 रन पर। आविष्कार ने खाता खोला मैदान पर। हमारे साथ आज वाइस ऑफ गोवा हरीश काकुलकर सर जुड़ जाएंगे, प्रतीक अमोनकर, ये भी एक गोवा राज्य के सबसे बेहतरीन समालोचक, ये हमारे साथ जुड़ जाएंगे आज के इस दिन पर। और तारीफ करनी पड़ेगी आज अंपायरों की, जो कि फिवियंस, और साथ साथ जो कि सुरेश नेत्रावलकर सर, उनका भी हार्दिक स्वागत इस मैच के दरमियान। ओ बिल्कुल 100 सवाल पूछती गई है गेंद मैदान में। देखिए टप्पा खाते गेंद ने काटा बदला और उछाल के साथ निकले, और हम बहुत बार कहते हैं ना, उछाल को संभालना भारत में बहुत मुश्किल रहता है, और ये उछलती हुई गेंद मैदान पर। और फिर से दबोचा वहीं पर गेंद रखा, रन नहीं मिलेंगे वहां पर। आविष्कार और दूसरा खिलाड़ी जो कि इस वक्त मैदान पर, शरत नेउगी, जो कि इस वक्त स्ट्राइक पर रहेगा। आक्रमक है ये, एक सिक्सर लगाकर खाता खोला, बाकी गेंदें डॉट के लिए। ऑन साइड पर खेलने का प्रयास कर रहे थे क्या वहां पर? हाँ बिल्कुल, अंपायर ने इशारा किया, पैड पर पहले लगी है गेंद। इसे इशारा हो चुका अंपायर का, नॉट आउट का मैदान पर। विवेक सर जो कि बैटिंग एंड पर, बॉलिंग एंड पर जो कि सुजय नेत्रा वलकर सर, ये तो ऑफिशियस अंपायर काम कर रहे हैं मैदान पर। आज तीसरा पर में उदय नाइक सर हमारे साथ जुड़ जाएंगे। रोहित हमारा स्कोर है आज के दिन पर। और फिर से ये लेग स्टंप के बाहर वाइट। सिर्फ आज नहीं, लगभग ये चौथा पांचवा दिन है रोहित हमारे साथ जुड़ चुका है। एक बेहतरीन स्कोरिंग और भरत अर्कस की पूरी टीम AB25 के माध्यम से जो आपको मुकाबले दिखाए जा रहे हैं, वो पूरी टीम का हार्दिक स्वागत इस वक्त फिर से। देखिए कैमरामैन के लिए काम आसान नहीं रहता, हम बार बार कहते हैं आपको ये काम आसान है, लेकिन आसान होती नहीं काम। ये बहुत मुश्किल काम कैमरामैन करते हैं और उनको नमस्कार इस वक्त इस समय पर। और इस बार ड्राइव किया कवर पर, खिलाड़ी है अंदर, 1 रन वहां पर निकलेगा। 1 रन के साथ टीम का स्कोर जाके पहुंचा मात्र 8 से लेकर 9 रन पर। एक उसमें वाइट था। अभी तक पहली ओवर में 6 रन निकले, कोई सफलता नहीं। दूसरी ओवर में अभी तक 2 सिंगल निकले, एक वाइट के रूप में, मतलब जो 3 रन का अभी तक खेल चला इस मैदान पर। कोई बड़ा शॉट नहीं देखने को मिला। आविष्कार रहेंगे स्ट्राइक पर। ओ पैड लाइन पर गेंदबाजी, पैड पर टकरे, हल्का सा अपील सवाल वो पूछा गया मैदान पर। अंपायर के मन में कोई दुविधा नहीं। देखिए पहला और उसके बाद तो 6 रन, उसके बाद दूसरे ओवर में अब मात्र सिर्फ 3 रन, मतलब 2 ओवर के बाद टीम का स्कोर पहुंचा 9 रन पर। देखिए इंपैक्ट सबसे अहम था, वो लेग स्टंप के बाहर जा रही थी। अंपायर ने ये पहले देखा मैदान पर। सनत ओ लेग स्टंप के बाहर, ये गेंद वाइड बॉल। देखिए अभी तक 2 गेंदें वाइड डाली इस इनिंग में। 181 का पीछा करना है, आपने 10 पर पहुंचा। टीम का स्कोर, पहले 2 ओवर का खेल समाप्त हो चुका है। खेल प्रतीक तीसरे ओवर चल रहा है। अभी तक जो आक्रमण चाहिए पावर प्ले में देखने को अभी तक नहीं मिला, क्योंकि परवरी टीम का जो सिकंजा है बॉलिंग का, वो कस लिया मैदान पर। लेकिन ये सिकंजा सिर्फ कसा नहीं है, कमर बांध लीजिए, पेटियां बांध लीजिए मैदान पर। ये खिलाड़ी आक्रामक। ओ फिर से बीट किया। आज तेज गेंदबाजों ने बहुत काम अच्छा किया। एक लाइन पर गेंद डाली है, गेंद को ऊपर नहीं रखा, ज्यादा पीछे भी नहीं रखा, बिल्कुल गुडलेस स्पॉट पर गिरने के बाद गेंद ने अतिरिक्त उछाल प्राप्त कर लिया। उछाल के साथ वो बिल्कुल गेंद निकली विकेट कीपर के झोली में। और कहीं ना कहीं वो जो आप गेंदबाजी करें ना, वो काबिल तारीफ मैदान पर। ओ इस बार देखिए बल्ले पर लगी और यहाँ पर स्लिपर खिलाड़ी मौजूद है। 1 रन वहां पर निशाना लगा है, लेकिन उस बात का उतना कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा, आराम से पहुंच जाएंगे। 1 रन और निकला। बिल्कुल सनत नेगी भी पहुंचा इस समय पर 1 रन के साथ अपने निजी टोटल पर, जबकि मात्र 8 रन पर। और साथीदार उसका जो आविष्कार बैटिंग कर रहे हैं मात्र 1 रन पर। भरत अर्कस हो, उसकी पूरी टीम हो, या फिर रोहित हमारा साथीदार हो, स्कोरिंग बहुत लाजवाब। क्या कमाल की स्कोरिंग, हर एक बात की आपको बिल्कुल खबर रहती है। जो कानो कान खबर किसी को नहीं रहता ना, वो रोहित के पास रहती है। हर बात की खबर, किस गेंद पर कहां पर कितने रन निकाले गए, किस ओवर में कितने रन दिए गए, ये सब कुछ जानकर रोहित रखता हुआ। और इस बार ऑन साइड पर खेलेगा प्रयास का, बल्ले पर निचले हिस्से पर लगे गेंद और गेंद निकली है लॉन्ग लेग सीमा रेखा पर और बाहर निकलती गेंद सीमा रेखा से मैक्वा चौवा मैदान पर। कोयची लीग में आविष्कार ने लगभग एक शतकीय बारी खेली है और वहां से वो सेट होकर आई यहां पर। ओ इस बार देखिए फिर से अपने आप से नाराज, थोड़े से नाराज होना चाहिए। देखिए गेंद लगी है और उसके बावजूद अगर देखा जाए ना तो गेंद बल्ले पर लगती तो ये हश्र गेंद का होता, लेकिन गेंद शरीर पर लगी इसलिए हश्र शायद आविष्कार का मैदान पर। गेंद बहुत लगी है भाई, दो ऑप्शन रखे आविष्कार ने, पहली अपने आप से नाराज रहे, गेंद शरीर पर लगी, दूसरी अपने आप से नाराज रहे, अगर गेंद वही बल्ले पर लगती तो साइड स्किन के ऊपर से वो छक्का था मैदान पे। शॉर्ट गेंद, शॉर्ट टर्म पुल किया, सक्सेसफुल किया मैक्वा चौवा मैदान पर। मिड विकेट सीमा रेखा से बाहर गेंद निकली और आविष्कार ने आक्रमण करने के लिए शुरू कर दिया मैदान में। पता है कि लक्ष्य बहुत दूर का है और इस खिलाड़ी में उतनी काबिलियत है। टीम का स्कोर 19 रन पर। देखिए धीरे धीरे ये पड़ाव चल रहा है मैदान पर, क्या बैटिंग होगी इस मैदान पर, दोनों आक्रामक खिलाड़ी है। ओ फिर से शॉर्ट पिच गेंद थी। रात का रोहित शर्मा का मैच आपने देखा ना, इतनी शॉर्ट गेंद खलील अहमद ने डाली और खलील अहमद को बाद में पता चला इनको गेंद डालनी नहीं जब गेंद निकली क्राउड में थी। और ये ओवर समाप्त हो चुका है। 3 ओवर के बाद 19 पर पहुंचा टीम का स्कोर। जो दर्शक देश से पहुंचे उनसे कहना चाहूंगा, स्पोर्ट वीक सीसी टीम ने पहले टॉस जीता, गेंदबाजी करने का निर्णय लिया। दावदी परवरिम इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ क्रिकेट टीम को, जिन्होंने बिल्कुल अगर बात बताए तो 180 बनाए और A181 टारगेट रखा, जिससे पीछे टारगेट रखा उसका पीछा करते हुए अब तक की कहानी में परवरी यूनाइटेड इंस्टीट्यूट टीम ने अगर बात बताई जाए यहाँ से तो अच्छी बॉलिंग की है, लेकिन दूसरे ओर से अगर देखा जाए तो स्पोर्ट वीक सीसी टीम मैदान पर अभी तक थोड़ी सी पीछे, क्योंकि 3 और लगभग 6 रन प्रति ओवर 19 पर पहुंचा टीम का स्कोर मैदान पर। आकाश ओ इस बार सीधा खेला, शॉट में ताकत बहुत ज्यादा थी लेकिन गैप ढूंढ ना पाए, 1 रन नहीं वहां पर मिलेगा। आकाश का पहला स्पेल था जिस आकाश ने पहले स्पेल में 3 रन खर्च किए, कोई सफलता नहीं, कोई मेडल नहीं। लेकिन दूसरे से अगर देखा जाए तो यहां पर सनत नेगी अभी तक कहानी में थोड़ी सी उतार चढ़ाव, अटैकिंग बैटिंग करने का भरपूर प्रयास हो रहा है लेकिन अभी तक गेंदबाजों ने थोड़ा रोक के रखा है। लेकिन मेहरबान बहुत बार कहते हैं ना, बकरी की माँ कब तक खैर मनाएगी, जब तक विकेट ना निकले ना तब तक मैं कहूंगा ये खिलाड़ी किसी भी समय पर अटैक कर सकता है। ओ लेकिन डिफेंस बहुत सुंदर, अपनी तरफ गेंद को आने दिया, वो नॉन स्ट्राइक पर थ्रो हुआ, हालांकि 1 रन जरूर निकलेगा। 1 रन के साथ टीम का स्कोर जाके पहुंचा 20 रन पर। खेल चलता हुआ इस वक्त चौथे ओवर का। आकाश मैदान पर गेंदबाजी के मोर्चे पर अपने निजी को टिका, दूसरा ओवर लेकर सामने से ऑफ टर्न के बाद से हवा में गेंद को निकली, गेंद बाहर हिस्से में निकली लेकिन जाएगी, देती रन मैदान पर 4। थर्ड मैन सीमा रेखा से बाहर, मैक्वा चौवा मैदान पर। एक बड़ा शॉट निकला, चौवा निकला, चौवे के साथ हालात थोड़े बदले मैदान में। और पिच गेंद सामने तो खेला, कवर पर खिलाड़ी मौजूद है, रन वहां पर बनेगा। देखिए टाइमिंग बहुत अच्छी थी, लेकिन क्या अगर ढूंढ पाते तो शायद वो चौवा था। ऊपर किया गेंद को, इस बार जानबूझकर ऊपर किया, पता है कि यहां पर ये अटैक करेंगे, मानसिकता बिल्कुल अच्छी थी वहां पर गेंदबाज की। थोड़ा सा ऊपर किया, पता है कि अगर हवा में खेल जाए, एक विकेट ले जाए, ये पार्टनरशिप अगर टूट जाए तो वापसी के चांसेस और बढ़ेंगे। लेकिन दोनों आक्रामक खिलाड़ी है, जो जैसे नंबर 12 पहनकर है, जो कि सनत नेवगी, उनको हिटमैन के लोग नाम से जानते हैं, बहुत दूर मारना पसंद भी करते हैं। और दूसरे अवसर देखा जाए, आविष्कार ने हाल ही में शतक लगाया अगोईची लीग में, मतलब अब काबिलियत बहुत इस खिलाड़ी के पास है। आकाश बिल्कुल साफ है, लेकिन आकाश हमारा थोड़ा सा तकल्लुफ में, क्योंकि अभी तक कोई विकेट साथ नहीं मैदान पर आकाश के खाते में। ओ इस बार देखिए बल्ले पर शायद कॉल अच्छा है, विकेट कीपर के लिए मौका रन आउट करने का निशाना लगता तो शायद मुझे लगा यहां से बल्लेबाज पहुंच गए थे, रन वहां पर एक ही मिलेगा। टीम का स्कोर पहुंचा 26 रन मैदान पर। ओ इस बार तेज खेला शॉट को, ओ शरीर पर लग करके निकली है, सी मारेगा से बाहर, मैकवा चौवा, लॉन्ग ऑफ सी मारेगा से बाहर निकल चुके हैं। देखिए जहां पर 1 रन था वहां पर 3 रन और मिले, मतलब चौवा मिला, मैकवा बाउंड्रीज निकल चुके हैं। टीम का स्कोर पहुंचा मात्र 30 रन पर। खेल समाप्त हो चुका है पहले 4 ओवर का इस मैच में। बॉलर वापस वही रहेगा, अमान मैदान पर, सामने से लेफ्ट हैंडर खिलाड़ी जो कि स्ट्राइक पर रहेगा, नहीं राइट हैंडर स्ट्राइक पर रहेगा। सनत नेवगी जो कि इस वक्त स्ट्राइक पर। टीम का स्कोर पहुंचा 4 ओवर में 30 रन लगभग, अगर यहां से बताया जाए तो 7.5 रन प्रति ओवर जो कि जुड़ चुके हैं मैदान पर। जो अमून आपको बनाने पड़ेंगे 8 से ऊपर, 9 से ऊपर, 9 के आसपास रन बनाने पड़ेंगे। और इस बार दिशा देखा, इसे टाइमिंग देखिए, पीछे खिलाड़ी है, लेकिन शायद क्या वहां पर 2 रन बन पाएंगे, नहीं वहां पर 2 रन तो आराम से बन जाएंगे, 2 वहां पर बनते हुए 2 के साथ सिलसिला चला 32 रनों का मैदान पर। और इस बार हवा में खेला, गेंद बल्ले पर लगकर निकली है, थर्ड मैन सीमा रेखा से बाहर, मैकवा चौवा मैदान पर। ओह पैरों में बिल्कुल चारों खाने चीत कहते ना इसको कहते। गेंद कहां लगी, कहां पर गई, किसी को नहीं पता, सिर्फ लॉन्स्टेक के बल्लेबाज को पता था, लेग बाइज के रूप में मिला। स्ट्राइक का बल्लेबाज कुछ देखा नहीं, कुछ सोचा नहीं, लॉन्स्टेक बल्लेबाज ने बुलाया और वो चलता चला गया, पता नहीं था कुछ कहां पर गेंद गई है। ये होता है बिल्कुल चारों खाने चीत, मतलब गेंद इतनी तेज डाली ना कि सिर्फ लगी पैर पर, सब कुछ सुंद हो गया, लेकिन उसके बाद की कहानी थी वो सिंगल नकला मैदान पर। 1 रन के साथ 37 पर पहुंचा टीम का स्कोर मैदान पर। अभी तक कारवा बहुत अच्छा। ओ पैड लाइन पर गेंद, पैड लाइन पर हल्का, ओ आगे निकल चुके, शायद थोड़ा सा मुश्किल में हो जाते। नॉन स्ट्राइक के बल्लेबाज ने ऐन मौके पर इनकार कर दिया, भेजा वापस उनको। पहले लगा शायद स्ट्राइक के बल्लेबाज को आविष्कार को रन लेना चाहिए, वहां पर आविष्कार दौड़ चुके थे। नॉन स्ट्राइक के बल्लेबाज ने देखिए दौड़ने के लिए इशारा कर दिया, लेकिन ऐन मौके पर फील्डर को देखा वो भूखा शेर दौड़ रहा है। क्या वहां पर फील्डिंग, दाद देनी पड़ेगी ग्राउंड फील्डिंग की भी। बहुत सुंदर फील्डिंग मैदान पर। बाउंस शॉट, शॉट गेंद को पुल किया और ये सक्सेसफुल 6 रन के लिए लॉन्ग लेग सीमा से बाहर। मैकवा सिक्सर मैदान पर। फोर्टी 43 पर पहुंचा टीम का स्कोर मैदान पर 43 रन पर। देखिए क्या माहौल है ये। पहले 4 ओवर की कहानी थोड़ी सी अलग थी, हम बात कर रहे थे 30 रन हो चुके थे मैदान पर, और अब अगर बात बताई जाए मैदान पर तो शायद 13 रन का यह ओवर निकला। अभी तक शायद 5 गेंदों में 13 निकले। इस बार कट किया, पॉइंट पर हवा में रखा गेंद को, बहुत तेज तो वहां पर फील्डिंग बहुत सुंदर थी, शॉट को रोका भी गया वहां पर। 1 रन वहां पर निकला। 44 पर पहुंचा टीम का स्कोर। पहले 5 ओवर का खेल अब जाके समाप्त हो चुका है। और देखिए 5 ओवर में 44 मतलब रन रेट अब ठीक ठाक रहेगा। अब हमारे साथ जुड़ जाएंगे प्रतीक अमोनकर सर, ये स्वागत आपका। इस वक्त अगर बात बताई जाए तो इस 5 ओवरों में लगभग बन चुके 44, 181 का टारगेट जिससे पीछे। और अंतिम अगर 10 ओवर में अगर आप 70-80 तरफ पहुंचते, 80 की तरफ, तो शायद मौका आपके पास बहुत ज्यादा रहेगा। विकेट चाहिए इस बात में। सागर के हाथ में मोर्चा बल्ले गेंदबाजी का मैदान पर, और बल्लेबाजी के मोर्चे पर जर्सी नंबर 6 आविष्कार मैदान पर। सागर का दूसरा ओवर, सागर ने पहले ओवर में 6 रन दिए थे और वो भी छक्का मैदान पर। इनिंग की शुरुआत का ओवर डाला था पावर प्ले का। अब सागर के सामने आविष्कार क्या करेंगे, रुख बदलेंगे मैदान पर। 44 और इस बार पॉइंट पर हवा में हटकर खेला गेंद को, पॉइंट बाउंड्री लाइन के बाहर। मैकवा चौवा मैदान पर। देखिए शपल किया, अपने आप के लिए जगह ढूंढी और सिर्फ हवा में शॉट को खेला। पता है 30 यार्ड सर्कल के अंदर सभी खिलाड़ी मौजूद है, उनको सिर्फ क्लियर करना पड़ेगा, और वही काम किया वहां पर। ऑफ टर्न के बाद कट किया, बैकफुट बॉल के बगल से, वाइडिश गली के बगल से निकली गेंद। 50 रन की पार्टनरशिप इस जोड़ी के बीच में मैदान पर। 52 पर पहुंचा टीम का स्कोर मैदान पर। देखिए पहले 4 ओवर की कहानी थी, लगभग अगर बताऊं तो 30 रन की। अब अंतिम अगर 8 गेंदों में बताया जाए तो 22 रन निकले मैदान पर अंतिम 8 गेंदों पर। मतलब जो 24 गेंदों पर 30 और अंतिम 8 गेंदों पर 22 खेलने रुख बदला। ओ हल्का से हाँ और ना नहीं, वहां पर गली पर गेंद निकल चुके, एक रन वहां पर निकला। आविष्कार ने नॉट एंड पर पहुंच चुके, 2 बाउंड्री इस ओवर में लगाई और टीम का स्कोर 53 पर पहुंचा इस वक्त इस खेल में। स्पोर्टवीक सीसीटी मैदान पर बैटिंग कर रही इस मुकाबले में। अब वो प्रयास कर रही जो चेस करने का, उसका अभी तक अगर देखा जाए बात, अच्छी बैटिंग। ओह डिफेंस वहां पर सही सोचे। 8-9 रन इस ओवर से निकल चुके, थोड़ी जोखिम नहीं उठानी है। पावर प्ले भले ही चल रहा हो, लेकिन अगर पावर प्ले चलने के बाद भी यहां पर रन बन सकते हैं, सिर्फ आपको सेट होना पड़ेगा। सेट खिलाने के लिए उतना मुश्किल है, फुटबॉल की तरह ये गेंद दिखेगी। फिर से डिफेंस, फिर से डिफेंस। देखिए वहां पर अपने आप को बचा रहे, विकेट बचा रहे। पता है कि लेंथ ऊपर रखिए तो शायद मौका मिलेगा। गेंद को पीछे खींच रहे और गेंद को हल्का सा घुमा रहे, शायद यही सोचे। स्टंप लाइन पर गेंदबाजी, सबसे अहम बात है ना कि वो स्टंप लाइन पर गेंदबाजी कर रहे, इसलिए मुश्किल बढ़ रही मैदान पर। 53। ओ हल्का से खेला, ओ शायद फिर से बुलाया, लेकिन वहां पर डॉट निकलती हुई गेंद। लगातार पहले 3 गेंदों में निकले 9 रन, अंतिम 3 गेंदों में कोई रन नहीं निकला और ओवर समाप्त हुआ ये छठा। 6 ओवर के बाद टीम का स्कोर 53 पर, कोई नुकसान नहीं। पावर प्ले समाप्त हो चुका है। नया गेंदबाज योगेश मैदान में सामने से रहेगा। अब कहानी में थोड़ी सी तब्दीली हो चुकी है। 3-4 ओवर में खेल था, जब हुआ था 30 पर पहुंच चुका था स्केल में, लेकिन अगर दूसरों से देखा जाए तो अंतिम 2 ओवर में अटैकिंग बैटिंग 23 रन निकले। ओहो इस बार ऊपर की हवा में, सीधे झोली में, और एक बड़ा विकेट निकला मैदान पर। पार्टनरशिप टूटी। आविष्कार जो कि आउट मैदान पर। 34 रनों की 34 रनों की एक लाजवाब बैटिंग 16 गेंदों में समाप्त मैदान पर। नया बल्लेबाज इस समय पर मंथन कुटकर पहुंच चुका, जर्सी नंबर 3 नंबर पहनकर। एक सफलता निकली, पार्टनरशिप टूटी वहां पर 53 रनों की। ओ फुल टॉस गेंद बनाकर ऑन साइड पर कलाइयों के सारी मोड़ा को डीप में प्रोटेक्शन रखा। पहला रन बहुत तेज निकला, एक रन के साथ मंथन कुटकर ने अपना खाता खोला। टीम का स्कोर पहुंचा 54 रन पर। खेल चलता हुआ लगभग 7वें ओवर का मैदान पर। क्या कमाल का मैच रहेगा। स्पोर्ट वीक सीसी टीम मैदान पर अब चेस करे 181 रन 181 का टारगेट जो पीछा करते हुए एक विकेट आविष्कार कर निकल चुका है और आविष्कार निकलने के बाद 54 पर पहुंचा टीम का स्कोर। ऑफ टर्न के बाहर कट किया, स्लाइस किया इस बार, बल्ला बिल्कुल तिरछा के वहां पर, बिल्कुल कट वहां पर स्लाइस। आप जो स्लाइस करते हैं ना उस अंदाज का शॉट है, सिर्फ गैप ढूंढना पाए, अन्यथा वो चौवा था मैदान पर डॉट गेंद निकलती हुई। ये और अच्छा हो रहा है, सिर्फ एक रन। ओ इस बार घुटना टेका सीधा, ओ हो उड़ाया मैकवा, सिक्सर मैदान पर। शरत नेवगी के बल्ले से निकला छक्का, बात अभी तो कर रहे थे, ये और अच्छा हो चुका है। एक विकेट, सिर्फ एक रन खर्च हुआ, ऐन मौके पर उसी दूसरी गेंद पर वो छक्का निकला मैदान पर। और अच्छी ओवर को बुरा करने में समय कितना लगता है भाई, पल भर का तो समय है ये स्किल का। ओ पीछे हटकर इनको खेलेगा, रन नहीं मिलेंगे। टीम का स्कोर पहुंचा 60 रन पर। अभी तक 121 रनों की आवश्यकता है मैदान में, इसके बाद खेल बचा है लगभग 13 ओवर का। और बस सीधा ड्राइव किया इनको, विकेट, क्या टाइमिंग वहां पर, एक रन निकला 61। टीम का स्कोर पहुंचा मैदान पर, जबकि एक विकेट नुकसान के बाद खेल अब समाप्त हो चुका है। 7 ओवर का कहानी सब कुछ आपको बयां करेंगे प्रतीक अमोनकर, क्या वहां पर करना है, क्या वहां पर हो चुका है। लेकिन टीम का स्कोर पहुंचा 61, एक विकेट नुकसान के बाद 7 ओवर का खेल समाप्त हो चुका है। प्रतीक सर आइए, स्वागत आपका।
Well, that was Krishna Devji with his melodious voice. And it is the end of over number 7. After 7 overs, the score is 61 runs. 61 for 1, chasing 181 runs. Sportsweek CC. Sportsweek CC, they won the toss, invited POIC to bat first. And in response, Purwarim Institute of Cricket. That is some shot. The shot of absolute authority, bringing bottom and power into play, and hammers that one for a MACQUA 4. Score moves on to 65 runs. This is fantastic cricket. Sportsweek CC chasing 181 runs. Siddharth Karpe into the attack, bowling the 8th over. The left arm off break. Looking for a sweep shot. A slight top edge, but safe. Another single. 5 runs have come off the first 3 deliveries of Siddharth Karpe's over. Manthan Khutkar, the left-hander at the crease. A short ball, and these are easy pickings. The left arm off-break bowler bowling to a left-handed batsman. These are easy pickings for the left-hander. You cannot bowl short on the feet to him. Another MACQUA 4 for Sportsweek CC. They're well with the par rate now, chasing 181 runs. Again, another short delivery, but this time in a different line. It was outside the off stump and straight to the extra cover fielder. Again, slightly shortish, but should be a comfortable one. And 10 runs coming off the 8th over. And after 8, Sportsweek CC, 71 for 1. Once again, I would like to take this moment in gratefully thanking all our sponsors, namely Majestic Bhojan, Multi-Cuisine Bar and Restaurant, Porvorim, Goa, Desserts and More, Evans Genie, Mumbai, Engine Experience Private Limited, Mumbai, Goa Health Monitoring Services, and Hotel Ashirwad, Porvorim, Goa. Well, they have been our prime sponsors of this tournament, the MACQUA State Premier League 2025, the very first edition of MSPL. And the tournament has been absolutely fabulous so far, as we are into the quarterfinals of the tournament. This is the first quarterfinal match that's being played between Purwarim Institute of Cricket and Sportsweek CC. Purwarim Institute of Cricket having posted 180 runs on the scoreboard, but Yogesh Kautankar, continuing his spell, picked up the big wicket of Avishkar Mone in his last over. Yogesh, the leg break bowler. A short ball this time, and what a shot that is. What a top-class cricketing shot from Sanat Neugi. A MACQUA 6. Gets half a dozen for that. Had to make the adjustment. And with that shot, score moves on to 78 runs. Again, another one. Back-to-back sixes. Another MACQUA 6 from Sanat Neugi. And he's in absolutely fabulous touch this morning. This is pure class that's being displayed by Sanat. Oh, make that 3 in a row. This time through the cow corner region. Ample of time for him to walk back and pull that one for half a dozen. Another MACQUA 6. This is absolutely brilliant batting. He's really having a good time. In fact, a great time out there at the center. Sanat Neugi. 3 back-to-back sixes. Really giving a very hard time to the bowler, Yogesh Kautankar. Now that will be another boundary. The ball racing away. The ball wins the race once again. And this is absolutely brilliant. He has started to look absolutely threatening now. And that also brings up his 50. What a spectacular 50 this has been from Sanat Neugi. Just took him 32 balls. Good stop, good comeback from the bowler. A dot ball to finish the over. But all eyes on Sanat Neugi at the moment. He's the danger man. Is such a threat to Purwarim Institute of Cricket. If they want to make any sort of comeback in this game, they need to get his wicket. So after 9 overs, the score moves on to 94 runs. They are going well over 10 runs now. 94 for 1 after 9 overs. Sanat Neugi playing on 50 of just 33 deliveries. The last over has shifted the momentum completely in favor of batting side. Sportsweek CC, they're seriously back in this now. The match was equally posed until the 8th over. It's been a big over, 3 sixes and a boundary. "23 runs coming off the last over, which was bowled by Yogesh Kauthankar. And change in bowling. Vinayak Kunte has been introduced into the attack. Can he provide his side with a breakthrough? Bowling at a decent pace, good start for him. Vinayak Kunte up against a left-hander, Manthan Khutkar. All he needs to do is rotate the strike, bring back your strike batsman. Looking to play with soft hands. Well, definitely the right thought process, given the circumstances. These two, they need to build a partnership, another 50, 60 runs, and take their team home safely. But on the other hand, Porvorim Institute of Cricket, they need wickets to make any sort of comeback in this game. Oh, that's driven, and the ball racing away once again. Another MACQUA 4. This is good cricket. Releasing all the pressure that was built by the bowler. After a couple of dots, he has found a boundary. Manthan Khutkar. Good sensible cricket, risk-free cricket in fact. Just assessing the situation. Not looking to do anything silly, but anything in his stronger arc. He will take it. Manthan Khutkar. Good cricket from him. So 4 runs coming off first 3 deliveries. Was looking to pull that one. Short ball. In fact, it's been signaled as a bye. That single brings Sanat Neugi back on strike. He has been the man to watch out for. Sanat Neugi has been in sublime touch. Displayed a few sixes all over the park. Has been such a delight to watch so far in his innings. 50 of just 33 balls. Well, I feel that should have been a couple. Both the batsmen not charging for the first run. That single brings up the 100 as well. 100 up for Sportsweek CC. Just the 10th over in progress. And they've reached that 100-run mark already. They're well over par at the moment. Sportsweek CC. Oh, what a cracking shot once again. A cracking square cut. And gets another MACQUA for Manthan Khotkar. And a wonderful finish to the over as well. The score moves on to 104 runs now. And they need another 77 runs of 60 balls. 104 for 1 after 10. Well, this is turning out to be a good little cameo from the young batsman Manthan Khotkar. He's a promising young talent. And both these batters have put pressure back on the fielding side. And Snehal Kauthankar has gone back to Sagar Uddeshi. He put a very decent first over, 5 dots. An easy single. Just assessing the situation now. These two building a wonderful partnership. Sagar Uddeshi bowling his second. In fact, he's bowling his third over. Sagar Uddeshi, another single. Again, that's up, 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 and over. That's the biggest so far of the innings from Sanat Neugi. Is taking on Sagar Uddeshi, not sparing the senior bowler as well. No respect shown to the senior bowler. Again in the gap, and they will settle for another single. And really good thing to do. This is the hallmark of a matured cricketer. You smash a 6 and take a single. Get off strike, play safe cricket. Another gentle flick for an easy single. Both these batsmen assessing the situation quite beautifully. Good delivery, excellent delivery from Sagar Udeshi to wrap up his third. And that marks the end of over number 11. So 11 overs gone, and after 11 overs, the score is 114 runs. 10 runs coming off that last over. 114 for 1 after 11. Chasing 181. Both the openers started off excellently well for Sportsweek CC. Avishkar Mone and Sanat Nevgi. And they lost Avishkar Mone. In the 7th over, they lost Avishkar Mone. But since then, again, these two have rebuilt another excellent partnership. Partnership of 61 runs, bringing their side right back in the match. A short ball and a simple catch down the throat of square leg fielder Manthan Khutkar. He was going really well with that greediness of going for a 6. Has got his wicket, and all of a sudden now there is something in the thin air. Can they make something out of this broken partnership? They needed that wicket desperately. Purwarim Institute of Cricket. And Manthan has gifted his wicket, literally. He was batting so well. He was playing risk-free cricket. But that greed of going for the big hit, the big 6, has costed him his wicket. And Porvorim Institute of Cricket, can they make something out of this wicket? Fetch another wicket from somewhere and try and make a comeback in the game. Kaushal Singh is the new batsman, facing his first delivery. A wide down the leg. Again, freebies. Looking to drive. And a quick single again stolen. He gets off the mark with that single. Aman Khan providing his side with a much needed breakthrough. A big slower ball, and that's been picked up. He read the slower slower ball. And he has picked up for another boundary. Another MACQUA boundary. And now the score moves on to 120 runs. Just 61 more needed. Oh, what a connection. But there is protection there. The long on fielder does well to keep it down to just one. A low full toss, which was hammered down the track. He's a set batsman, Sanat Nevgi. And he's not going to spare you for those full tosses. The bowler lucky to get away with that one. Still one more ball to be bowled in this over. Oh, a fumble there. And a comfortable single. Another scintillating cover drive. Gets rewarded with just a single. And that marks the end of over number 12. 12 gone. Sportsweek CC are 122 for 2. $122 is where they see themselves after 12 overs. They need another 59 runs of 48 deliveries. That's the equation. Oh, played with soft hands and an easy single taken there by Kaushal Singh. Brings Sanat back on strike. Arkas bowling the 13th over. Oh, and that is a massive blow. Huge movement in the game now. Well, that's the wicket they wanted. And that is a massive wicket. The set batsman has been dismissed. In fact, both the set batters have now been dismissed in consecutive overs. Manthan Khutkar in the last over and Sanat Nevgi in this over. And now they could be smelling it. It definitely sends something here. Purwarim Institute of Cricket. They have something here now. They've lost 3 wickets now. This is still well within their reach. Sportsweek CC. But they've lost 3 wickets. The 2 set batters have been dismissed in a very quick succession of time. And Sportsweek CC finding themselves at 123 for 3. Still need another 58 runs to win this match. 58 runs of 46 deliveries. Purwarim Institute of Cricket still need to produce a few good deliveries. Big full toss in the gap. And a couple of runs taken. This is good cricket. Good way to get off the mark. And the timing absolutely perfect. Just a flick. Not a couple taken. Oh. They're running the second one, and this is brilliant cricket. A fumble there from the point fielder, and that won't help their cause. When you are defending 54 runs of 45, you've got to put in your 100% efforts. Again played with soft hands. Along the carpet, it goes to the long on fielder. Another single. This is good, sensible cricket. Well, that's what they needed. Again, just guiding the ball to the third man for another single. And that is the end of over number 13. 13 gone. It's 129 for 3. Sportsweek CC, despite losing 2 quick wickets, Vaibhav and Kaushal doing a good job. All they need to do is stay at the crease. They need to stay there, build a little partnership, and make it easy for the rest of the batters if they lose any wicket. So now the equation, 52 runs needed of 42 deliveries. That's the equation for Sportsweek CC. The first quarter-final match of MACQUA State Premier League, the first edition of MSPL 2025, and this is the first quarter-final match that's being played between Sportsweek CC and Purwarim Institute of Cricket. Early on, Sportsweek CC won the toss, invited Porvorim Institute of Cricket to bat first, and they posted 180 runs. This is sensible cricket. Siddharth Karpe bowling his second over. The left arm off break bowler brought back into the attack. (51 of 41). And yes, cleaned him up. Again, another wicket going down. You see the ball was on his stumps. pushing back on the back foot and looking to cut it away through the square region. Pays the price in form of his wicket. And now I believe this opens up the contest. Fourth wicket down. Another wicket and the tail would be exposed. This is a fantastic comeback, absolutely phenomenal comeback from Porvorim Institute of Cricket. In fact, it's a heat wicket. Well, the rarest of the mistakes that you ever see from any batsman. And this wasn't the stage for such a mistake. As Vaibhav departs and Nagappa makes his way to the center. Well, I believe we are moving towards a thriller. This could well be a thriller. If they lose another wicket, the tail will be exposed. And out of nowhere now, you see Purwarim Institute of Cricket are right back in the contest. They were playing so beautifully. The second wicket partnership was going so well. Manthan Khutkar threw his wicket away, going for that big six of the short ball. And since then, it's been a fabulous comeback from Purwarim Institute of Cricket. Things have gone in their way. The momentum slightly has shifted. And you see the approach of Nagappa. It's very important that they don't lose any more wickets. Sportsweek CC. You see the new batsman at the crease, and this is the opportunity to tighten the things. Put pressure back on the batsman. And you see he's not using a helmet. The ball hitting on his face. Nagappa. I was looking for that sweep shot. And all of a sudden, 4 dot balls in a row. Again, a big swing at a base. And what a fantastic over this has been. Just a single coming off that over and a wicket as well. Siddharth Karpe and his side fighting hard. And now it's 130 for 4 after 14 overs. Another 51 runs needed of 6 overs. And this is turning out to be a thrilling finish. We could have a very, very fascinating contest as we move towards the death overs. And for the further updates, I would like to call upon Harish Kakodkar for next 6 overs. Once again, I would like to take this moment in thanking all our sponsors, namely Majestic Bhojan, Multi-Cuisine Bar and Restaurant, Porvorim, Goa, Desserts and More, Events Genie, Mumbai, Engine Experience Private Limited, Mumbai, Goa Health Monitoring Services, and Hotel Ashirwad, Porvorim. A big thank you to all the sponsors, and over to Harish Kakodkar.
"51 runs required in 36 balls. Looking to cut away, skidded on straight into the gloves of the keeper. This is a good phase for PIOC bowlers. They come back strongly. The game was taken away from them by Manthan and Sanat Nivgi, but after those wickets, well-set batters went back to the pavilion, and suddenly there is a spark and a swing in the strides of the bowlers and the fielders. Looking to charge once again. Yeah, bowler identifying the intention of the batter quite early. Once again dragging the length back, just pushing for a single. It's such a tight game. Can go in anyone's favor. Once we get 180, it was always thought to be a close game with the balance in both the sides. A good ball here. Anything that is a dot ball is a good ball. That is going to pile up more pressure. So it's not easy for some batters who have come new onto the crease to just whack the ball, get the boundaries. Sanat Nivki took a little bit of time, watched the bowlers carefully, and then went hard against them. This is going to be one more down, is it? No! Oh my gosh. Two fielders converging. At least one should have caught it, but falling in no man's land, just away from the reach of the keeper. Oh, they are living lucky at the moment. And the captain will be thinking, how did that just go? They get a single there. Once again, lovely over, so many dot balls being bowled. The batters at the moment struggling with the timing. That is helping PIOC. They are keeping the pressure high. It's just 132 on the board, 49 runs required. The runs are just almost the same, but the balls are drying up. Maybe wanted to see what the batter was doing, whether he was shuffling or trying to charge. Arkas, what a good spell of medium pace bowling. Bowl with the new ball, then coming with the old. Picked up one wicket for just 23 runs. Another single. So the PIOC team and the bowler is going to be pretty happy with the performance so far from the bowlers. Just nicks in 3 singles of that over, marks the end of over number 15. So another 48 runs required of 30. See how the equation changes within a wink of eyes in T20. They were going almost and require almost close to just about run a ball, but still now the asking run rate is clipping to almost 9.5, 10 runs per over. That's why we always say in a cricket, well said batter. The batter who has played a big innings and looking good, always try and finish the games, because never easy for a new batter to get his eye in, move the feet quickly, and also get the timing right from the word go. It doesn't happen like that. Going for the reverse, finding the fielder, 3 men at the backward of point region. He just wanted to direct it. He didn't go for the flashy and the powerful reverse on the switch it. Certainly looking at the moment, there is going to be one big over. They are searching for Sportweek, over that cost almost around 12 to 15 runs. Nagapa Kunnur is well capable of that. Too slow to his liking. Just playing on one of 7 deliveries. That's not the best in this situation. Trying to just whack the ball and nowhere close. Excellent piece of bowling, and they are coming very, very strongly back in this game. Siddharth coming and striking. That's the end of. So 5 down at the moment, 134 for 5. The score is heading nowhere and they are losing wickets in a heap. They will be at the moment little bit in shock the way they have lost wicket. They're all going so good at one point of time, but suddenly just one wicket fell and they lost 2 well set batters, and the new batters also struggling with the timing. The bowlers have been bowling really well. They bowl accurately in the right areas. They knew exactly what was the need at that point of time. The batters were looking for the big one, and if you bowl at the time the batter miss, you're always in with a chance. Here comes Hiram Parab, the captain. Don't take him lightly. He is a fabulous batter. He can whack the ball and he can get it at a long distance. Not only one, but I've seen in many occasions doing that for his side. Punches the ball down the ground, looking for what is happening on the surface. He will just look for maybe a couple of balls or 3 maybe, and then look to just unleash himself. .135 for 5 in the 16th over. Well bowled, very well bowled. Nicely flighting at this point of time. That needs to be really appreciated of the bowler. Oh, another short ball. Look at the commitment there. Diving towards his strong side, but still sneaks in a single. The ball was pushed in. The ball kept a little bit low. The batter tried hard to play pull shot, but it was in no position and just gets a single just away from the fielder. That gets Hiram Parab on strike. So another push, looking to just get a single. Maybe he wants to strike later on for the medium pace bowlers. Another good over here from the bowler, and PIOC are doing so good at the moment. It's the end of 16 overs. 137 for the loss of 5. 44 required in the next 24 balls. We have got a very, very close game on our hands. One good over for Sportsweek. They will be right back into the game. But PIOC will be searching for more wickets, and especially of the captain, Hiram Parab. It's the first quarter final of MACQUA State Premier League. And we expected this to be a close one. And most of the quarterfinals, as the team are in balance, balance in terms of batting, bowling and fielding. They've got some good outstation player, so it creates more excitement. Lovely bowling, back of length once again, looking to charge down using his feet, but the bowler also saw him and Banged in shot, getting it little high, going straight in the gloves of the keeper. Bowler understanding what is the idea of Hiram Parab is very strong in the V area, especially at the long on, long off region, and even in that cow corner region where he uses tremendous force to launch himself. Correct away, there's a man down. He tried hard. He tried hard, but it is Hiram Parab striking it cleanly. That's a strong shot here from Hiram Parab. Not a bad ball at all by any stretch of imagination. This is what Hiram Parab, he just gives himself a little bit of room down the leg side, creates a space on the off and whacks it. That is what was required. Need few more of those rusty blows. Looking to charge. Straight back to the bowler. Dot ball. So 3 balls have been bowled by the bowler so far. Aman and just conceding a boundary. Anything under 8-9, they will be pretty happy. 141. 40 more runs required. So again, banging shot. Not up bowling anything in his arc. He's bowling his back of length and making the ball to climb just above his hip height, where it's difficult to whack the ball. Fine piece of bowling here from Aman as well. He understands what Hiram Parab is trying to do. 142 for 5. Just the 5 runs in this over of the first 4 balls. Flicked away on the leg side. Finds the open space. Will be looking for a couple, and they are running hard. Oh, lovely throw. Lovely throw, but I think that the dive that he puts has allowed him to make it in the crease. The dive saved him. That is 2 runs. So that's the end of, in fact, a ball left. 1 to go. .144. Looking to get a sniggle there, but he was back in the crease. Good glove work here. Immediately removing his gloves and throwing the ball back onto the stumps and getting ready to collect the ball. So that's a good stuff here from Aman. Marks the end of over number 17. 144 for the loss of 5. 37 runs required of 18 balls. So equation going out of the hands at the moment of Sportsweek. The difference between the ball remaining and the runs required is just increasing. It should have decreased by a long distance in almost every over, which is not happening. So almost like a 20-run over required, or maybe somewhere around 15 to 17. At least a 15-run over to make it a little bit more comfortable for the batters on the crease and the rest of the batters. But an intriguing contest. The first quarterfinals at MACQUA State Premier League is an interesting one, keeping eyes of everyone glued to the center stage, the 22 yards, and all these changes that are being used by the captain and the think tank of PIOC. They will have thought a lot about it with all the changes. So in comes Vinayak Kunte. Got pace and he just can surprise you with the variations as well. Another one, lovely shot off the back foot, punches it straight to the covers. If you see the field at the moment, they have got the mid-off inside, the covers and the backward point and the fine leg, short fine leg for Hiram Parab. And for that to happen, he has to bowl the back of the length. He cannot bowl a fuller length. Even the ball is sliced, there is protection in the deep at the deep third man region. Good captaincy here from Snehal Kautankar, understanding what is required at the moment, marshalling his troops very well and placing the fielders with a very well set plan, a good thought process. He's speaking to Vinay Kunti at the moment and maybe asking him to bowl a similar sort of length that was bowled by Aman from the far end. Hiram on strike. This is in the air, this is in the air, but this has traveled a long distance. What a magnificent hit here from Hiram Parab. That is the MACQUA 6. Straight over the top and straight out of the ground. Sensational from Hiram Parab. That is what the doctor ordered here for Sportsweek. 150 up for Sportsweek Cricket Club. Entertaining game. Hiram Parab striking one down the ground. 152 for 5. Trying to whack the ball. Once again that back of length. 29 runs required of 14 balls. Looking to charge, might be just getting a single, not the best of the timing here. Moves the score to 153. So another 28 runs required. (28 runs of 13). Whacked away, but straight to the fielder. It was nicely played. The square cut, very well controlled, but he finds the fielder there and just going to be a single. He will keep the strike of the next over. Kaushal marks the end of over number 18. 154 for 5. 27 runs required in 12 balls. So almost 13.5 runs required. I was mentioning about getting 15 runs in one of the overs. It's still not coming. The bowlers have bowled on a tight leash and they have seen the intention. Sometimes the batter making the intention very much clear right from the word go, and the bowler is into his mark, charging down, and he has bowled the back off length, getting the ball about the hip height. Sometimes bowling the slower balls, the medium pacers, and now that's an introduction of left arm orthodox Sagar Uddeshi's 1 over was left, and they kept him to bowl the 19th over. One of the most seasoned campaigner, Sagar Uddeshi. Played Goa Premier League, played the Gochi League as well for the Dempo Cricket Club, and here playing for PIOC. They need his experience, his immense experience of coming and bowling and picking the wickets. Oh, fabulous ball. Well, this is the 19th over. They need to cut loose in a big way. Going for the switch hit. In fact, a reverse, but just going to get a single. Singles won't take them close towards the target. I think anyone has the ability of getting the big ones. It's only Hiram Parab. 26 of 10. 26 of 10 and Hiram Parab on strike. Banks it down the ground. Good timing. Just going to get a single. Is not giving anything free at the moment. Right full or turning the ball sharply. Excellent piece of bowling here from Sagar Udeshi. Just the 2 runs conceded. Looking to play down the leg side. Again play and a miss. You can't afford to play dot balls at this stage when the asking run rate is almost around 14-15 runs. They are in search of a boundary or a 6 which is not coming. It is way far away. 25 still required and just the 8 ball remain. Once again squared him up. Looking to charge. Bowled a quick one and just getting another single. 157-24 is asking too much here for the batters. They kept it too late. But you must give acknowledgement to the bowlers. Once again downtown looking for the catch. Oh, that's a sensational catch. That's a sensational catch. Not easy. It was flat. The ball was traveling at the rate of knots. It was dying down to the fielder over there, and he comes and picks it off a thin air when the ball was about to ground. Exceedingly good piece of fielding that gets rid of the danger man. The last hope here for Sportsweek. The last hope here for Sportsweek, who was capable to tongue the ball for those big towering 6s and boundaries. But he goes back, and with it, I think the match as well for Sportsweek. 24 runs required of the last 6 balls. So now 24 of 6. Kaushal Singh struggled in the entire innings, going at a strike rate of less than 100. And the onus was entirely on Hiram Parab to get those big 6s. He tried and tried hard, but the bowlers stuck to the task, and they were far better. Vinay Kunte need to stop getting those 24 runs. That's a good shot here. Clipped away on the leg side and should head for a boundary. It's a good starter at the beginning of the 20th over, getting a boundary on his legs. There's no one down towards the backward square leg region and just finds the vacant space for a MACQUA boundary. $20 required of 5 balls. 5 more boundaries. Count with 5 more boundaries or 3 6s or at least couple of 6s. They got the first one. Can they get 5 more? He tried for another shot Short arm jab pull shot, looking for a quick couple of runs. He will sneak in those couple. And now another 18 runs required in just the 4 balls. 3 sixes. Equation is simple, but it's as difficult as we speak in the commentary box. Here comes the bowler charging. 4 balls left. 18 to get. Straight down the ground. No timing whatsoever. And that's scooped straight in the hands of the fielder. That's a home run. It's a catching practice for the fielder. And that is the end of Kaushal Singh's innings. Tried hard, but it was all too late, I feel, going charging in the last over. Maybe could have tried. There were those 2-3 overs from over number 14 to 16 where just a couple of runs came, and then the asking rate kept climbing, and the bowler just peppering with a good line, and they were consistently good, taking the wickets as well as not allowing the bowler anything in the arc. Kept it way too late, I feel, at Sportsweek. They were in a commanding position. They were in control of the game when Sanat Nevgi just went out of the crease. That moment, I think it was captured vehemently by this side. And PIOC came back very strongly, bowling those dot balls. And once you bowl those 2-3 good overs, immediately after a well settlement departed, that time, that moment was taken by PIOC. And that was, I think, the winning moment. In comes the new batter, going for the flashy shot, getting a leading edge, running down. Just might get 2 at the max. Just getting 2 there. Moves the score 265, 16 required in 2. So PIOC is certainly going to move into the semi-finals. A very fighting quarter-finals. It could have gone anyone's way, but finally PIOC fought and stuck to the task. And the captaincy, I think, of Snehal Kautankar needs to be spoken and applauded. The way he rotated the bowlers around and kept the fielders in the right position. There's inside edge running down and runs down for a MACQUA boundary. But it came at a time when everything was gone. So simple delivery here to bowl the last one. 12 needed and just 1 ball to go. A really good match that we witnessed where Sanat Nevgi and Madan Khurkar just gave them the wonderful start, but after that they just faltered apart. Flashy shot, good bit of batting, is stopped by the fielder inside. Very athletic, I must say, and very good reflexes from the fielder down in the deep there, just restricting to a single. And there's a very professional comeback from PIOC. The things were going out of the hands for them, but they stuck to the task and hold their nose. And the captaincy of Snehal Kautankar bringing in the right changes at the right time really worked wonders for PIOC. So they win it and make it into the semi-finals of MACQUA State Premier League MSPL 2025. It's 170 they scored in the second innings. And it's over to Pratik Amonkar for the post-match presentation ceremony.
Requesting both the captains to kindly come up for the post-match presentation ceremony. So for the post-match presentation, we have with us Mr. Praveen Jana, Manager, MACQUA Services Private Limited. Firstly, I would like to call upon the losing captain, Hiram Parab, to kindly join us for a quick bite. Well, Hiram, tough luck. You've won the toss early in the morning and elected to bowl first. And the opponent scored 180. What was the thought process going into the dugout during the break?
I think we had discussed about the target, like we were looking around 170, 180. We were on right track up till the 13th over, but one wicket that cost us the game.
Yes, that's what I was about to ask you. Manthan Khutkar and Sanat were batting flawlessly, needing just 52 runs of 42 deliveries with 8 wickets in hand, and you have lost the game from there. You know, what went wrong, would you say?
I think I have to give credit to their bowlers also. They bowled in the right areas and stick to the plan, which made us our scoring rate came down. So that was the reason.
And your decision of staying until the very last, well, what was that? I really couldn't understand. You should have been coming way up before Nagappa or maybe even Vaibhav, and that certainly would have had the game.
Yeah, I think I should have batted little higher up the order, but that's part and parcel of the game, so no worries.
All right, it's been a good tournament for you, and I wish you all the very best for the future tournaments coming up. Thank you. That was Hiram Parab, the skipper of Sportsweek CC. Now I would like to call upon the winning captain, Snehal Kautankar of Purwarim Institute of Cricket. Well, Snehal, many congratulations on a fantastic win. You've pulled it off from nowhere. The opponents needing just under 8 runs per over, 42 balls, 52 runs to get with 8 wickets in hand. What was your belief? How did you pull this off?
I think everyone believed in themselves that we can pull this off game. I mean, it was matter of 2 good overs and 1 wicket, and eventually we did that, and really happy that we could win this game.
Yes. Okay, Snehal. Thank you for having a word with us. And now it's time for MACQUA, Man of the Match. And that goes to Aman Khan for his outstanding all-round performance, scoring 47 runs of just 24 deliveries and picking up that important wicket of Manthan Khutkar, which initiated the collapse in the batting side and resulted in a win. Aman Khan, the man of the match. Yes, Aman, how's the wicket? You've batted, scoring 47 of just 24 deliveries, smashing those big sixes, a few boundaries. How do you find this pitch? How do you find the wicket?
I mean, the wicket was not that bad. It was good, and I can't say that the ball was coming onto the bat well. But if you waited and you just waited for those loose balls, I feel you could clear it easily.
Yes, and you're pretty decent with the ball as well, taking the advantage of your height, bowling those short balls and picking up that very crucial wicket, breaking the momentum, breaking the important partnership. How important was that wicket of the left-hander Manthan?
Yeah, I feel when they were easily chasing it at that time, only wickets could win us the game. So that's what we were trying to do, and every wicket at that point was really important. And yeah, I mean, when I batted, I read the wicket well. So when I was bowling, I was trying to bowl those deliveries which might be difficult for the batsman.
Yes, now moving into the semi-finals of this tournament, MSPL. How do you find your team environment? How all the teammates? How's the environment in the dugout?
No, it's really fun, especially today when the opposite team was cruising easily towards the target. I feel the entire team was together and everyone, as a captain said, had belief. So I really enjoyed that particular phase of the match, and I feel if we continue to do that, we can go on to win the tournament.
Yes, definitely. You played well. It's been a sublime performance winning the game. Many congratulations. I wish you all the very best for the rest of the games. So that's it from the post-match presentation. We have the first semi-finalist, that is the Purwarim Institute of Cricket. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Each other. Priority Titans, it will be taking on Sunny Sports coming up shortly.